The biggest reason property investors stop doing deals isn't a lack of deals, it's a lack of funding. Or at least, that's what they think. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 funding pathways that most investors never explore. By the end, you'll understand that money doesn't have to be the thing that holds you back. I can't do more deals because I don't have enough money. This is the single most common thing I hear from property investors. And almost every time, it's the wrong diagnosis. You don't have a money problem. You have a pathways problem. And once you understand that distinction, everything changes. Here's why most investors feel stuck on funding. They only know one pathway. Go to the bank. When the bank says no, or they've hit their lending limit, they stop. They think every deal requires their own deposit. And they've never explored alternatives because nobody's shown them what else exists. But the bank is just one funding pathway. There are at least 3. Pathway 1. Traditional banking, but optimized. Most investors leave lending capacity on the table without realizing it. Your entity structure matters. How you hold property directly affects what you can borrow. How you present income matters. Serviceability, not just salary. Sometimes selling one underperforming property unlocks the capacity for 3 better deals. And relationship banking is huge. The right banker who understands your strategy changes everything. Here's the banking mistake almost everyone makes. They go to the bank when they need money for a specific deal. That's reactive. The proactive approach is to build your banking capacity before you need it. Structure your portfolio and entities so that when the right deal appears, the funding is already in place. Don't scramble when the opportunity shows up. Be ready before it arrives. Pathway 2. Joint ventures. This is the simplest concept in property funding. Someone out there has money but no time, no deals, and no expertise. You have deals, expertise, and execution ability. You combine forces. They provide the capital. You provide the deal and manage the project. You split the result based on agreed terms. It's not complicated, but it is powerful. Here's how a JV actually works. The capital partner brings funding, the deposit, the renovation budget, or both. In return, they get a share of the profit without doing any of the work. The active partner, that's you, brings the deal sourcing, project management, and execution. In return, you get deals funded without using your own capital. The key is that both parties must bring genuine value. This isn't borrowing from friends. It's a structured business arrangement. And JV partners aren't hiding. They're everywhere. Property investors who are time poor but capital rich. Business owners sitting on cash reserves with no vehicle to deploy them. Retirees with equity who want better returns than the bank offers. People in your existing network who already trust your ability. The deal is the magnet. When you can present a well-analyzed, clearly structured opportunity, funding finds you. Pathway 3. Creative structures. Beyond banking and JVs, there are strategies most investors never learn about. Contract assignments, where you control a deal and assign the contract to a buyer. Options, securing the right to purchase without committing full capital upfront. Vendor finance, negotiating terms directly with the seller. And deposit substitutes, using guarantees instead of cash. These aren't tricks or loopholes. They're legitimate, common commercial strategies used in property every day. Why do creative structures matter? Because they let you control deals with minimal capital outlay. You can test markets and opportunities with lower risk. You can stack multiple deals without stretching your balance sheet. And you can move faster than investors who need full bank approval every single time. Not every deal suits a creative structure, but knowing they exist opens doors you didn't even know were there. When you put all 3 together, the picture changes completely. Optimized banking for standard buy, renovate, sell deals, joint ventures for larger deals, or when your own capital is fully deployed. Creative structures for opportunity control and low capital entry points. Smart traders don't rely on one pathway. They use all three depending on what the deal requires. Here's the mindset shift. Stop asking, do I have enough money for this deal? Start asking, what's the right funding pathway for this deal? When you have 3 pathways instead of 1, funding stops being the bottleneck. And you start doing the deals that are actually worth doing, instead of watching them pass you by. 3 funding pathways: banking, JVs, and creative structures. Most investors only use one. If this opened up something new for you or some way of thinking, and you want to explore which pathway fits your situation, check out the link below.